I'll be using Keyframe, which I use for the tactical animations and the analysis, so highly recommend that you check them out. After this here, there's a link below the video. So this is Germany against Russia. You can see here tactically that Germany have progressed the ball. Russia have a back four in good positions and then a cover in midfield. So they've got pressure on the ball. They've also got players recovering. 4 against 3 in the final third at the minute. And we're going to look and see how this picture changes and what clearances can do. So Germany get into a good area. This is the first opportunity for a defensive clearance. The defender's on the ball and she's got basically 4 German players around her that can counter press. And she opts for a pass out of the pressure, which is successful, no problem at all. And then it's up to this player who opts to clear the ball. But you can see here what the clearance does. It doesn't go over the next bout of pressure. And then you can see here what that does to the defensive line. Now it's a different situation, and these 2 players have decisions to make because they've got 3 players around them. So now there's an overload, and the wide defender just gets caught a yard towards the wing back and then leaves the space open up in the middle. Germany get in again. Again, it's almost cleared. And then Germany counter pressure. Again, bit of fatigue setting in now. And we can see what that does to this picture here. So, again, doesn't really allow them to reorganise. The picture changes. There's a lot of defensive players along the line, but their awareness of roles and responsibilities and where attacking players are, especially this player here, not really aware that this attacker's making the run in, and she gets on the weak side of the defender and scores. Similar picture here. Peru against Chile. Chile attacking. Peru sitting in a low block. And you can see in this low block that they cover off the central space. There's not a lot of space there for Chile to attack. So Chile opt to go over the block, which is a great ball. And there's a cross and they don't quite get the clearance. And now again you can see how the picture changes defensively. Chile win the ball back, and these defenders have a decision to make. Do they step? Do they stay? And they have to communicate that decision to the midfielders who are outnumbered. So now the picture has changed and they can't put pressure on the ball, and this fullback decides to have a shot and it flies into the top corner. So some solutions to this here, where I would say would be prioritise and heighten distance with a clearance. This will then allow you to reorganise defensive shape and should allow you to re-establish pressure on the ball. And I think if you do those 3 things, you should be fine. So here are a few clips of how that can be done in the game. Again, using the analysis. This is Leicester City. And just before Huth clears the ball, you can see what this clearance does. It's high and it's long, and it allows 3 units of defensive pressure to reorganise. That you can see them all with their body language giving information. Schmeichel says get up, Huth looks around his shoulder, and then the midfielder as well gets to pull in support and help. Similarly, this is West Ham. They bring everyone back almost, so if this ball doesn't go high and wide, they're going to be defending the same ball again very quickly. But there's a lot of height in the clearance, and what that allows them to do is re-establish pressure on the ball. There you go, as the ball comes down, close that space. This player here doesn't get an opportunity to serve it or to find a forward pass. This player here closes the space, makes it difficult for the player in possession, goes out for a throw, and then you can see there players pointing and reorganising. Also gives you a little breather physically, and allows defenders to be more aware of what's around them. Ways you can train this. This is Diego Simeone working with Atletico. Very functional. Serve it to the defender and clear it under pressure. Nothing wrong with this here at all. You can see here you can get the detail across, diagonal ball. It's got specific starting points, and then high and wide. Very simple. This one here is from a wide area. You get the clearance, and then the second action then re-establish pressure on the ball aggressively. Again, he's quite specific about the areas that he wants them to defend and get out of. That's probably why Atletico don't concede a lot of goals. This is an exercise got from Nate Lee when I worked at Cincinnati. There's a 3v3 in the box, 2 wide players and a 2v1 outside the box, and everyone has to stay in their zones. You work for 3 minutes, and players in the yellow and red zones are limited to 2 touch. If the attackers score, they get 1 point, and if the defenders clear the ball in the air over the blue line, they get 2 points. So it's pretty competitive, allows pressure on the ball. If defenders win it, they can clear it, and just get into that habit as well of clearing the ball.